Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to do this really quick tutorial about how to add this dispersion effect in your Blender render. So it's really simple, let's get started. So firstly, you click here edit and then you go to your preferences and then you search here in the add-ons page, search for Node Wrangler and then you enable it. You already have it downloaded because it already comes with Blender, so you don't need to download it in the internet or something. Just click here, check this box, and it will be enabled. This will make our lives really easier. So then you can just render your image. I've already rendered it, but then if you didn't render again. And then you're going to click here to the compositing tab and enable backdrop. And what the Node Wrangler does is that if you click Ctrl Shift and then you click in render layers, it will show a preview of how it's looking according to your nodes. I have here the denoiser, but you obviously does not want it. And if you don't want to use the viewer, you can connect everything to the compositing, but then you have to render again for it to work. So the viewer makes it easier, and with the viewer you can press Alt V to zoom in or only V to zoom out. So yeah. So what you're going to do is click Shift A, click here in search, and then you search for distortion. Then you're gonna click here in this lens distortion node and drag in the middle of the connection between render layers and viewer. So here we have a lot of options, but they're really simple. The projector, no, first of all, let's click here. Here you have the distortion and here dispersion. Distortion is kind of weird. I don't know where can you use it, but if you find it useful, you can use it. Like it's free for you. But the most used one is this dispersion that kind of creates a colorful border, making kind of a glitch effect or a movement effect. It depends on the way you see it. And the more you increase it, obviously, the more intense the effect will be. And then you have this option. The only one that's really essential is to click here in fit, because then your image will be the effect will stretch. And then you have these two other images. The projector, I don't understand what happens, and the jitter creates this noise effect that may be useful for you. So I'm going to enable only fit, and that's basically it for images without transparent background. We're gonna see transparent background in just a second, but for now just click this and then you can go here to any tab you want. I'm going to UV editing, then you click here the image editor and then you search here for the viewer node, and then you go here into image and just save it to your computer. So that's it for images that have a background. So for images with a transparent background, the process is kind of similar with just a slightly different step. So we're going to go here in the compositing tab after you render it. Click here, Ctrl Shift, and click in the render layers. Then we'll have our viewer here. Remember to enable backdrop. So what we're going to do now is that we'll need to add this lens distortion. So just type here distortion and here, and then you go it again, lens distortion. You can also click Shift D here, but it's the same. So one of the lens distortion will go for the image itself. So we can need this right now, and the other is going to the alpha. So you just drag this here. So one with the image, one with the alpha. So then we're going to click to create a set alpha node, and then the one that it's plugged into the image, you drag here to image, and the one with the alpha you drag here, to alpha. Then you just click Ctrl Shift click here and it's going to drag to the viewer. Remember, you can also drag this one to the compositing node, but then you have to render again for it to work. So now we haven't changed anything, but if we add the dispersion, for it to look okay. See, it's really glitchy right now. You need to have the same exact values for both of the nodes. So if I enable fit here, I need to enable fit here. If I enable jitter here, I will need to enable jitter here. So remember to always copy the exact values from here to here, or else it will look like really weird. So that's pretty much it. Then you just go here into image editor again, and then you click here the viewer node, and then you just save to your computer here using save as. For the more curious ones, if you don't use this process with PNG and you just add here, it's going to have this black background, so it won't be transparent. So that's it. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel, and comment here if you have any doubts. Thank you.